So then, if all these rules and regulations were created by a man, why not think like the man that created these rules? It's like, what rule works for you? What rule do you think resonates with you? Like, I believe in rules. I'm very big in rules. I feel like rules were created after the fact, after the problem, right? So yeah, now we have a rule so we don't make the same mistake. And let's create an awareness for those not to make the same mistake. But like, as much as there are good people back then, there are also evil people back then. That we have to understand. Evil and good has always existed, and evil is always like against the good, but the good would always win, right? So looking back, history, there are so many things that we are still following as a culture, right? As a rule that we respect as society that needs to be changed. Again, the educational system being the main one for me, because children are, what is it, the receiver of life of tomorrow. And how man is cultivated, or the true pure identity of man is discovered in childhood. So as an adult, you have it, it's still there. You just have to go back and, assess, figure it out. Because that's your happiness, your genuine happiness is locked in childhood. That's the only way, that's the only place that you can find it. You are now in your 50s. It doesn't fucking matter how old you are. You just have to go back. It's there. Do a research for as much as you can find out about your truest interests before the age of 7 or 10 or 15. Because that's the God version in you. Each one of us are created by something with a version of God within ourselves, right? And that version of God has its own unique gifts and talents that is needed for the world at the time that you have arrived on earth, at the year that you have arrived, at the decade that you have arrived. Each individual have their own gifts. But you can only find the connection, the connecting dot of that voice, that power, when you listen to your interests. So these type of educations needs to be given to children. Like, I wonder if I was taught this lesson, where I would have been, where I would be right now. Right? Like, can we decrease the time that is spent from the place that we are, where we're at, to a place that we want to go? How can the gap can be reduced? Basically, that's what it is. Or this time that we spent and learning what we have learned, and it isn't benefiting us. You see how much we can save from life, for life, if we know the truth. The younger, the better. Again, you don't have to be a child to rewire your subconscious. No, that's not the case. But if you decide to be a parent in this generation, you have to learn to invest in your children's interests. You have to find a way. Right now, if you're a parent in this generation and you're young, doesn't even fucking matter if you're young or not. If you're a parent and you're not spending time with your child, your number one investment should be how you can spend more time with your child, especially if they're not in school yet, because this is the only time that you have. Because you cannot protect your child from the way that the teacher might look at him and make him feel some type of way. You cannot protect your child from students bullying them. You cannot protect them. That's why you only have the first 7 years to rule, to guide, to create it. At 5, at 4, that's when you mold them. And molding them means connecting them as much as you can to what they naturally love. Right? They say, children, they just want to play. No, that's not true. Yeah, they love to play. But if you leave them alone, they will start doing their own thing. You'll catch them just singing, like playing with it, doing, like, they're creative. And isn't it beautiful to witness that? Like, what's the point of giving birth if you cannot witness God's precious gifts? Which is you. Not just the baby, not your baby. You are as precious as that baby. But unless or until you are able to treat yourself as that precious, there's no point. History is going to repeat itself. Because everyone is just looking for that unconditional love, and they can only find it in a child. And also, like, this fear of missing out. Also, like, it doesn't fucking matter if I'm at the right place in my life, but because this is what society is doing, no, I'm going to go ahead and copy or repeat based on whatever age that I am on, right? But guess what? Age doesn't mean shit, right? A person does not learn by age. I mean, a person is not, how can I put it? A person is not, learn the right thoughts, the right lessons at the right age. It's not always the case, right? So then if I miss life's lesson that I was meant to learn in my 20s, just because in my 30s, it doesn't mean now it's over because that was a lesson that I was supposed to learn in my 20s. No, it's going to follow you in your 30s and 40s and 50s. You have to learn it. But man, start to bypass life and start to live life like that. And we've been living life like that. So it's like every age, there's so many lessons that we are bypassing. We are depriving ourselves, and we're not living a self-fulfilled life because we don't even know what we are. Therefore, we don't know who we are. How can you create who you are when you don't know what you are? So, as an adult, unless you're able to give love for one another just as you would give a child, you have no business of being together. And the reason why we want, we're looking for this business transaction like love, relation in love and romance, is because we are insecure within ourselves. But if you are so in love with yourself and so free, you can only treat others the way that you treat yourself. But because we come from an insecure based mentality, right? We come from, I need to have my own person. I need to have a person that I call this, that. You don't even call your own self as that. You don't even depend on yourself. You don't even rely on yourself. But yet, you expect it. Not only expect it, you demand it from others. So equals to a fucking discombobulated lifestyle or world. How many people in your life know that they're proud of what they're doing? You can only be proud of what you're doing and who you are when you are serving your true purpose. That link, there's this connectedness that makes you feel confident in your skin and whoever you are. See, only God power can allow you to feel that. It's not about your looks. It's not about how pretty you are. It's not about how short you are. It's not about your 8-packs or your 6-packs. It's not about your legs for days. To feel beautiful and gorgeous and powerful. It's to be connectedness. It's to be connected. Because to God, all of us are like his creation. The Victoria's Secret model, and then the one that you consider to be the ugliest human being. To God, we are all his children. He doesn't give a fuck. We are just creation. There is the insect with 100 legs, and then there is the prettiest German Shepherd dogs, or like whatever you find is pretty. There's a flower that's just like meh, and there's a flower that makes you like wow. To God, it's both flower, it's both his creation. He respected, he loves it. That's why it's here. So your job is to respect. So you start respecting yourself first. Your relationship starts from yourself. Because there's this relationship that lives in your heart is called God. If that's not open, no amount of whatever you accumulate externally can bring the amount of love and peace that comes from being connected. I'm a type of person that thinks about what does this word mean. Especially I catch myself in these recordings, not only on myself, like a lot of people that channel, I catch them like making up their own words or words that we no longer use in this generation or whatever. And I feel like, like I catch myself saying words like flexibility, or flexibility is a word. Like I catch myself making up words. They make sense if you're not trying to be technical. If you're generally just listening to me with open heart, you can understand what I'm talking about. But I would think it's like, when I listen to myself, it's like, what is that word? Like, where did that come from? Why did I say it? Why did I pronounce it like that? Maybe it was a word. Maybe I was the person that created that word. And now I'm living in this body in this time. How would I know? Or that's not even the case. It's like, okay, when these words were created, by the time they were created, okay, they were perhaps looked at as a good thing. But right now, why not remove some words? Yeah, it would be impossible to forget a word. Really though? I do it. You really need to learn to remove some vocabularies from your life. It doesn't even mean anything. Like, it doesn't even exist. Because lately what I'm understanding is that just because you know a word with a meaning, and you might be in that situation for now, you are defining yourself through the definition of this word. For example, right? If I was a person that I didn't know myself, I would translate my current situation as a loner or lonely or being lonely. Why? Because I'm alone. So alone, being alone equals to lonely. Most people think that, believe that, act like it, live by it. Hello, the birth of happy hour, the birth of day drinking, the birth of adults' playground. Let's call it that. We already know what's an adult's playground. Impossible. Why was it created? What is impossible? Yes, there are things that are impossible, but I don't even want to say, yes, there are impossible. It's like, when I started associating words with God, right? What is impossible for God? Nothing is impossible for God, right? So God created me, so that means nothing is impossible for me. Why did we create the word impossible? I feel like only synonyms should remain. But I guess both positive and negative needs to exist so we can learn and grow and create. We run away from problems. We hate problems. Without problems, we're nothing. We have to respect our problems in our lives. Because soon, when you pay attention to it, your problems are going to be based on the lifestyle you want to live. So you're able to handle it, and you're able to learn from it. But when you are living a life that you hate, on top of that, problems are not going to stop. Especially then. Right? Because your creator wants you to come back home. So life's not going to stop whispering. The whisper just gets louder and louder. We judge one another. We hate one another. We think we're better than one another. To God, we are all one. We're the same. We come alone, we go alone. So that means I have a relationship with God. I'm going to die. God is going to take me. God gave me a certain amount of time to be on earth. So I'm going to go somewhere. And I don't know where the fuck I'm going to go. So that's enough convincing for me that, I must have a relationship with this thing. Whatever this power that creates me. And this is the capacity of my understanding of my creator as God, right? I come from a religious culture and background, a rigid one as Ethiopian, right? And then growing up in America, come across or learned other Christianity, other religious beliefs. I have friends that are from Morocco, like Egyptians. They go to a certain Orthodox church, and then my Ethiopian friends, they go to a different Orthodox church, and then my my Asian friends, they go to a different Christian church. We are like focusing on the wrong thing as humanity. We are so focused on differentiating religion beliefs when we should be differentiating our own unique being. We are just creating a place for group thinking, for group mentality, people, for group to make you feel insecure. No one stands alone. When I was a flight attendant, I was so fascinated. It never gets old. After I give the last descending announcement, it's like I look down because I don't have a lot of work to do, because I already do my trash collecting and everything, like after the first descending announcement, right? And every time before I land, I look, there's more ground than people. Like, why are we so crowded? Why do we have to be so next to each other? Why are we not spread it around? You say the reason why you reproduce is because God said, yeah, reproduce and fill the earth. But you're not filling the earth. You're like just at a certain place. Why are you in a city with fucking 5 kids? Go live in the country. Create something out of them in yourself. That's just the way I think, of course. But yeah, I was like, everywhere, every state we went, it's like, wow, there's more land. So why are we like stuck at small space and suffocating earth? Because we come from a fear-based mentality. Like, our originating emotion has become a fear-based, afraid of everything and anything that we don't even know why. Afraid of to leave this job, afraid of to leave this person, because you fear of what's going to happen. And there's no way you can work with God if you feel like that. To work with God, or to be one with God, or to be one with your creator, means to be one and comfortable with the unknown. My phone just light up as soon as I said that. You know, it's true. Confirmation. Because God is unknown. God means unknown. Because God is magic. So then that makes me magic. That makes us magic. This liquid thing, right, that will not even break a smallest amount of thirst. Right? we are basically a calm. We are that liquid thing. What is more magic than that? Like, hello, teenagers. Can you start to think, please? You're amazing. Why are you fed up with life? Killing yourself at 13. That's sickening to me. Okay, I think I'm